Hey, I'm Sarah Gaither with Carolina Pottery. One thing I get asked more than anything else is how to tie a bow. But for some of us, no matter how hard we try, we just can't tie the perfect bow. But no worries, after today, you will know how to tie a perfect bow. This is a bow that we call the HoBo bow. There's no wrong way to do it, and it turns out perfect every time. If you're just starting out as a crafter, this is a great way to build up your ribbon collection. Or if you've been crafting for years, this is a great way to use up some of your scraps of ribbon. So let's get started. I have in front of me 13 different kinds of ribbon. I also just have some scrap pieces that were lying around. You really don't need them as long as these, but we had them, so we're gonna use them up in our HoBo. And all we're gonna do is we're gonna take one kind of ribbon and make a loop. We're just gonna loop it at the very end, and we're just gonna leave it hanging for the bolt for right now. And I'm just gonna pinch it and hold it in my hand. Then we're gonna take the next ribbon, loop it just at the end. We want it to be the same size, and we're just gonna leave it connected to the bolt. Next ribbon, loop it, pinch it in, leave it connected to the bolt. And we're just gonna keep doing this until we feel like the bow has enough loops in it. We're just gonna keep on going. So all we're doing, there's no twisting. You're just holding it in your hand. Each loop is about the same size. We're just gonna keep adding loop after loop. And you can see I'm kind of moving them around in my hand to get them in the position that I want. But at the end, we'll do some good fluffing too. We're just gonna keep adding. And you notice any color, any pattern, it's totally up to you. Now, if you don't have as many ribbons as I have, you can definitely add 2 loops with 1 ribbon if you'd like to. And if you would do that, you just will cut it off and add another loop. So we're just gonna keep adding loops, and I'm just holding it in my hand. It's almost like you have a bouquet of ribbon. And here are my scrap pieces. I'm just looping it and putting it in my hand. And the last one, and you can see I have the narrow ribbon as well as the wide ribbon. So now you can see I have a whole slew of streamers, and I'm just going to start cutting them off from the bolts. And I always like to cut my ribbons at an angle. And I'm not even gonna make sure that they're all exactly the same length. That is one of the great things about this HoBo. You want to see all the different ribbons as you get done. So we're just cutting each one of them off of the bolt. I'm still holding them in my hand, pinching them all together. We even have some sheer ribbon mixed in there as well. You can do this with burlap ribbon. It does work best though if you have wired ribbon. So now, where I've been holding this bouquet of ribbons, I'm going to take a piece of floral wire. I'm going to tie it around all of the bunches of ribbon and just twist it as tight as I can. And then I'm going to start fluffing out all the different tails. And if it's too many tails for you, you could cut some of them off or not use them from every ribbon. And then you don't want it to keep looking like a bouquet, so we're gonna start to pull down your loops so that it fills out your bow. Then you're ready to attach it to your wreath, flag post, anything you needed that perfect bow for. So this is the perfect bow for the beginner crafters, the ones wanting to try a new look, or just to use up all those scraps of ribbon. And every time you end up with a beautiful bow. Thanks for joining us today. I'm Sarah Gaither with Carolina Pottery.